Welcome. Today we'll be looking at Wheeldo, an online gamified training platform for employees. This review is brought to you by Technology Advice and the Smart Advisor tool, which lets you compare over 90 gamification companies in under 2 minutes. Wheeldo specializes in pre-made training games that can be customized to fit your company's needs. They focus mainly on games which teach employees company facts, or sales techniques, etc. through a series of questions. There's a trivia game, a voting game, and some other themed games that we'll look at specifically in a moment. Now, they also have games to encourage peer evaluations, ones to help you learn more about your coworkers through daily fun facts, and a game that promises to turn any presentation into a game called SlideStar, but that's coming soon. So we'll look at one of the pre-made question and answer games today, as that's what they mainly specialize in, and this one's called Mountaineer for Employee Training. The basic idea is that you're a mountaineer, and in order to climb higher and beat your coworkers' scores, you have to answer the company's questions correctly. Now, we've created a sample game with just a few questions to show you how this works. We'll get into the actual creation of that game in a second, but let's pretend we're just a new employee here, and this is our first interaction with Wheeldo. So after being invited to the game, we'll receive an email with a short message and a link to the website. You can see that email right here. Hi, Technology Advice Testing, and then click here to start the game. Very simple. And there's no need to sign up. The admin has already entered our name and email address, and we're just taken to this page. There's a set of instructions here, and we'll start the game. So you can see the number of questions total. You have a time limit on each one, and you can see what coworkers have done. Tech company, and you'll climb for each right answer. Now, after 3 questions, one of the interesting things is that it'll ask you if you want to write your own question to put inside of the game. And this makes it slightly more interactive and collaborative as an experience rather than just a straight question and answer session. The game also will reward you and give you points if coworkers get your question wrong. But we'll just keep climbing since we only have one more question. At the end of the game, we have this news wall, and we can leave a little comment if we want. It's already put our score, and it'll show us all of the actions that have taken place over here on the right, and the best players up top. And that's pretty much it on the user end. You can post something, you can look at this. There's no real way to restart the game here, and so you're pretty much done. We'll quickly look at the creation side too, however. You can see that this is the dashboard for Wheeldo that we were on previously, and that'll show you all of your options for game creation, the different types it allows you to create and customize. And over here on the right, you'll see the games that you've made in the past. If we select Edit Game, we can add more questions or invite additional players or upload a questions file. If we click Edit over here by a question, you can see the basic layout of how this is formulated. You just add your question up top. You have 4 boxes that you can use to make answers. You can select the correct one just by moving this around. You can supply a little more information too if it's a particularly complex question, and you can put a link in if there's a video or other training resource you want them to look at. So it's actually pretty simple to create a game, and everything's pretty much laid out and very structured before you begin. And that's the basic idea of how Wheeldo works and what it looks like in action. The pros of Wheeldo are it is very simple. Players don't need specific accounts on the Wheeldo server. The admin just invites them with their email and name, so it's very easy to get started. and it only took us about 30 minutes total to get this up and running and tested. The drawbacks that we found for Wheeldo are the interface, despite being simple, can be a little confusing, mostly because it lacks options. I couldn't figure out how to replay the game, for instance, if I wanted to go through it again. And the games are pretty simplistic. There's trivia, this mountaineering one. They might not work for more in-depth training programs. And it's a fairly one-sided experience. There are some interactive qualities. As you saw, we could submit questions, but those are mostly surface level. If you're looking for a simple and quick question-answer platform for training, however, Wheeldo is certainly worth a look. Before you make any decisions on a gamification provider, however, we recommend you visit technologyadvice.com and the Smart Advisor tool, which will let you compare Wheeldo to over 90 gamification companies in under 2 minutes. Thanks for watching this review of Wheeldo.